My name is Nurse Annie Jones, and I was 22 when the war began. For all the people I'm surrounded by, here I am, alone, within my head. My thoughts are both the sanity and madness of my soul. The creaking ship in which I worked on made my stomach queasy as I ran towards the entrance, helping the wounded be carried to the stretchers, crammed into long lines that served as beds in the opposite room. The salty smell of the grey swirling sea was obscured by the scent of the wounded and dying soldiers. I ran to the soldier's aid, my freezing hands shaking from the adrenaline. I could not tell where the wound was, as the dark red blood had soaked the entire left side of his shirt. I called to him and asked where it hurt, but he did not reply, his moans of agony muffling any other sound. I hope the blood on him was not his alone, because if it was, I can't imagine how he will survive the night without the loss of blood consuming him. I gently remove what I can of his shirt and quickly get alcohol and a clean cloth to begin to remove the worst of the blood and dirt. The moving bodies around me and the rocking ship underneath my feet made it hard to do my job quickly, but I wanted to save him. His face looked paler and paler, and I shouted out for someone to bring water. His name was Private William Ashford, and he was 19 when the war started. He served in Gallipoli with hundreds of his brothers, witnessing the horrors of the war. I saw hundreds scream in agony before me, but held my breath and went on. I saw hundreds lingering between life and death, but did not let my tears show. I saw hundreds perish before me, but risked my life to save those I could. I struggled to find clean water, and the scorching heat made my hands shake. I desperately needed to clean him, the poor soldier who was shot during the latest attack. The sweat prickled on my forehead and ran down my back. I thought back to nursing college and my best friend Fanny Wilson. When we received our nurses' certificates, we were so young and full of giggling excitement. I never imagined it would be like this horror. I realize now how cushy our college in Wellington had been. We were located under a dirty tent, but the sun still came through, making it difficult to move. Once I found a bottle of clean water, hiding behind a box of the thread bar. Stained rags were used in place of the neat bright white cloth I was used to. I ran to his aid. I began cleaning his arm, carefully as not to hurt him further, but he made no sound. I tried to call his name. The tattered identification in his trouser pocket read, Joseph Evans. But he did not respond. He only looked at me, his blue eyes teary, and his face smeared with mud and sweat. I could still hear the distant firing of guns, but tried not to think about the danger outside. I had to save him. I had to make this better. I saw hundreds scream in agony before me,